What's up, guys? We're back here for our final best of 3 today to see who will move on to the round of 8 in this GSL Code S.
Song is perfect.
It is. Oh my God, I love this song. I just like said yes because like this is actually a great song.
It's Sweet Dreams are made of these, but Dream is the only player not left in the tournament from this group.
No. Hero versus ByuL. This is clearly a remix. Wonder who did this remix. There are so many remixes.
No, this was recorded live at the concert that this band did.
Have you heard the Marilyn Manson cover of this song?
I don't think so.
It's very old, but it's pretty good too. Because this song's like old. Isn't this like early 80s?
This is really old.
It's
I'm
old.
not sure exactly how old, but yeah, like
yeah, this is a classic.
This is actually quite a good remix, I think. For
Speaking of somebody who's better than classic, Hero. Yay!
Wow, that was good.
Now,
speaking of someone who's better than Hero, Hero. See, there's two heroes.
Yeah, that was good. Now, these are two teammates, two friends. They both said they wanted to get out today. Fate was not on their side. They are now pitted against each other in a best of 3. The winner moves up, loser is out, and we only have one more season left this year.
That's right. At least one of these guys gets that really awesome round of 8. Don't forget, if you get round of 8 in GSL Code S, you are in the next GSL Code S, which is actually a big deal because Code 8 is very tough.
And this is basically as high as you can climb right now in GSL and still get knocked out of Code S. Yes. The other player, you're right, can lose in round of 8, and hey, you still have a shoe-in to, not even a shoe-in, you just have a seed into Code S.
Both shoes in, your pants.
Yeah, you got your shirt on, you got your lucky
hat. Baseball cap, yeah.
Yeah, your fingerless gloves, you got everything. Map number 1 is going to be Overgrowth with these two allies turned enemies. Let's see how this turns out now as it's loaded up. I'm Tasteless, with me is Artosis, we're Tastosis, and this is the GSL Code S. In the upper right, in the red, he is
CJN2's Hero.
I find it so funny. Tasteless the Madcaster.
The Madcaster ruled the GSL for 1,000 years.
CJN2's ByuL.
And ByuL is here in the bottom left.
I'm actually, you know what I am?
What?
I'm like the Grand Meister. Where I'm just like this old, I'm like, oh, it looks like he's going for a drone scout, and like I kind of don't know what's going on. I'm just kind of like saying the game.
And I'm like, silence, burn all the players.
Oh man, only come to me if you need someone poisoned.
So you'd be like Grandmaster Pytosis.
Yes, that's it.
Grandmaster Artosis. It could be just Artosis, Grandmaster Artosis.
Well, let's see what he wants to do with this. I wouldn't be surprised if we see stuff like Proxy Hatch happen in this series. I mean, it's a team kill. Anything can occur.
Yeah. He's like, well, Hero says this isn't a good strat in practice, so I might as well do this.
It's cool. I can't put a hatch here for some reason.
We're now going to find the limits of these two teammates and what they're willing to practice against each other. You know, there are some people that are horrible to practice against. Like, I've heard SOS is supposed to be like one of the worst people to practice against because you just leave the practice match feeling like you understand the matchup like a lot less.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised. Well, this proxy hatch is occurring. He's sending quite a few probes down to deal with it. Making a gate in his main. Yeah, that's causing a lot of lost mining time, no doubt about that. So.
Now, not every one of these games is different, like some of the cannon rushes we had, because usually the timing of the probe set out for this is the same every time. But it's still tough.
Oh, and it looks like he actually does get down that evolution chamber. That's something you have to watch for. It's very annoying.
And he will cancel this the last possible second. Now he can try to delay. Oh my God, he almost had it. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, you can't let him do that. When you see him trying to juke and jive for that, you just got to keep your probes close to it. Well, right now, ByuL mining gas, getting some lings as well.
So
this is he wants to have some map control coming up. This
is a one-base Protoss right now. We are all the way back in 2011. Week 1 of the beta.
I tell ya. If it was, then we would already have roaches over there killing him.
Yeah, that was the story of my life. I remember playing Terran in the beta against Zerg, and it's like I had to play it like it was like TVP.
Yeah.
Well, and then with my one take, I'm like, oh my god, here come 7 roaches!
See, those things were crazy.
They were pretty good, man.
Okay, he's going 1 base Stargate.
And unfortunately for him, it's already been scouted. Now, the reason why you don't see this when people don't make hatches in their main is it's been debunked as a strategy.
Yeah, this is like all a little bit sad and risky.
Oh my
kinda.
god.
He does have a stalker on the way, so like he's not going to lose the pylon. Nice micro. But this is kind of rough because he doesn't have a Nexus up. Like
he can actually live that Overlord there too, since the links are down here. Stalker can only hit so much. Oh, look at this.
He's actually making so many lings right now, Tasteless.
Did this guy play with micro machines as a child? I think he did. Oh my god, could this get any worse? I would be so upset right now if I was Hero. Oh my god, no, don't you dare.
He's supply blocked as well. This game is like pretty much it. That's it.
This is so
Can't even start
brutal.
that Oracle that he needs so badly here.
The Lings are going to leave. He's actually blocking that. Oh my god, he's so good. Or maybe that build was so good and Hero's just screwed.
Well,
okay, we're going to be going into game number 2 now. Wow. Well, guys, just so you know, that is a pretty good strategy. If you manage to get that evolution chamber up, it really slows everything down.
Yeah, it was, you know, Hero decided to put that pylon in low ground and try to retain his natural. And, well, didn't quite work out for him. He had to wall in all the way because ByuL got the gas.
You can see Hero definitely disappointed with that. That's like a game you want to forget.
Yeah,
that's where you go to the eternal sunshine of the spotless mind guy and you're like, all right, erase those few minutes of my mind.
I think Men in Black is probably
better.
A little bit easier at least.
Well, not only was that a bad game, but that was a humiliating game for Hero. I don't believe we'll see ByuL. Actually, no, you know what? Let me take this back. I was going to say we won't see ByuL use that again. He might. That went so well.
Yeah, I mean, Proxy Hatch is pretty reasonable. I don't think we'll see it here on Merry-Go-Round.
Well,
I think he plays this map normal, but we'll see what Hero wants to do. Take it
what was map 3 actually? I just forgot.
I don't remember.
Okay, well, we'll find out if, or maybe we won't. We'll see. So
maybe we'll literally never know.
Yeah, it'll be lost in history. Now, on this map, Merry-Go-Round, this is a different beast of a game. Remember, they're both teammates, so the games look a little bit stranger. They practice against each other way more than other players, so occasionally you see a lot more gambly strats. Sometimes different techs. Anything can happen. The mind games go to a new level. Sometimes to a crappy level because the games don't look that great either. Anyways, our game is now loaded up. In our final best of 3, remember, the winner goes on to face off against Parting. Possibly the toughest guy left in the GSL Code S.
He might be. Decent chance he can take it.
In the bottom left, losing that first game pretty brutally.
CJN2's Hero.
And in the upper right, in the blue, he is.
CJN2's ByuL.
All right.
Special thanks to our sponsors. Special thanks to Artosis.
Thanks.
No problem. Not surprisingly, Hero going to open up. What's
Special thanks to the Mad King of Casting, Tasteless.
Like you best believe
the
that.
Mad Caster King.
Yeah.
You know, I once saw Tasteless. There was a pro gamer that had played poorly the previous day.
Yeah.
And so he brought him in front of his court, and Tasteless said, choose one, your mouse or your keyboard. He's like, sir, no, sir.
Please, your grace, please.
He's like, you choose now. And the guy's like, my keyboard, no, my mouse. But he had already spoken, so Tasteless took away his mouse, and the guy couldn't even do anything.
My kingdom's like Facebook. Once you say anything, it's there forever.
He was like, very good, king, very good.
Yes.
And then, of course, there was this other time.
treason to play poor games.
We had this pro gamer that abandoned his post, Tasteless. And, and
that's unacceptable.
Madcaster King Tasteless sent him to the wall.
At the Madcaster's Landing, yeah.
He sent him to the wall to do for forever. He can only play StarCraft II on the North American server now.
Yeah, well, that's your sworn duty.
Oh, man.
You have to maintain GM on the North American server with the other 50 best players.
The winter is coming.
Yes, it is.
Oops.
Well, that was a bad start there.
Well,
didn't even get to try to drag him away.
ByuL here going, of course, for this quick speed build. As we see, Hero has done a gateway at top of ramp. This type of situation can be pretty tough. He's sending on a probe. This is, I'm imagining, for a counterattack to happen in a little bit. But actually, ByuL checks that watchtower so he sees it. That's kind of sad for poor Hero. But
the problem right now is that this Nexus is just there in the open. Nothing to defend.
Yeah, it's tough, but like if you're really good at micro, you can hold this. It's making that mothership core right out of that Nexus so it can start firing immediately.
And you can see the Zealots are going to come down here. He really needs this Nexus to survive. That's why the probes are now being pulled.
Yeah, he's like Parting holds on against stuff like this. We'll see if he can, if Hero can.
Now there's still links being produced. Now note, he did drive that probe out as well.
Yeah, didn't get quite as much of a scout as he wanted with it.
So he's trying to show just a few lings over here at the front before the rest come meet up with this. Or no, excuse me.
He has got to hold on here. Now, don't forget, there's not that many drones on the map. So if he can hold on to this and clear these all out.
Oh my god, okay, nice block there.
That is definitely a big deal. Let's bring these Zealots up. Some nice micros so far here from Hero.
Kind of a funny looking game here. I don't think he's actually going to get that Nexus.
Yeah, we might see a hold here from Hero.
I think Hero holds here. I might be dead wrong though.
He's still got a micro very well here.
Well, actually, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe ByuL does have that kind of finesse. Okay, he comes up here and gets these Zealots.
That's a good surround right there, Tasteless.
Problem now, well, there was the force build that did actually nothing, like literally nothing at all. And this is going to be, you know, if you lose the Nexus, it's very unlikely that you will ever come back from this.
Yeah.
Yes, Zerg is low on drones, but he has 2 hatches that you can produce from. And the mothership counterattack all-in is not really a thing. So,
no, generally not.
No, generally not. So, I mean, this game is effectively... Hero's game basically does not have any legs right now. So, he can't really bring this game anywhere at all.
This
to think
game
of
is on life support at the moment.
That's a GG. Wow, that is, I mean, about as one-sided as you can get.
Well, that means
thought those games were going to be a little bit closer, but, you know, looks like he just hard-countered his opponent's build.
Yep.
Right at the start.
Well, Hero didn't hold that as well as it can be held. Someone like Parting, like let's see ByuL do that against Parting. He's not going to go down so easily. That's actually a fact. Even though I think Hero's a better Protoss than Parting overall, you do exactly those 2 builds against each other, Parting is going to hold on better than that.
Should be a great match then.
I think so. I think it's a fantastic match. Absolutely. A really great round of 8 match.
Kind of a weird day for Hero. He wouldn't even be here if he had beaten Curious, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
Curious with a banana grin on his face. I mean, just so happy. Goes on, and ultimately it is up to ByuL, I think, what people may consider to be the weaker link of Hero and ByuL to actually execute Hero and knock Hero down a tier even further, as now Hero did not get out of the the round of 16. He never got to the round of 8.
75% of Zergs in the round of 16 have moved on to the round of 8. 75%. I believe this is confirmation that the Swarm Host patch actually made Zerg too good.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of them. Did you see the game last night, by the way? Crazy Swarm host game?
No, I didn't get to see it.
Oh, it was good. All right, we'll talk about it after the cast. It's not pertinent to what just happened there right now. But we have ByuL now moving on to the round of 8. Curious and ByuL moved on. Dream and Hero did not.
Well, we should be getting an interview here pretty quickly.
I think we will. I'm curious to see how ByuL's actually feeling now that he's knocked his teammate out, now that Hero's... It's going to be a while before we see him. He has to go back to Code A. He has to win all the way through Code A and then actually get to the round of 16 to have the same opportunity again.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. But, you know, Hero will be back in Code S. He's like one of those players who are like, well, I guess Zest and a couple other players are going to be going into Code A.
Why is Zest not here? Did he wish his pro gaming career on a cursed monkey's paw? Or, like, what happened? Considering how last year was, it's really weird to not have him.
The gods of fortune looked at him and they're like, you're too handsome and too good at Protoss.
We have to balance you out as even. We're going to patch you, as the god said. So our player to advance second place into Group C is ByuL. Congratulations. ByuL says thank you. It was the worst scenario for you. You had to play your teammate Hero in the final match as well. You still advanced though. How do you feel? Well, I can't be 100% happy, obviously. I kind of feel bitter, actually, even though I beat Hero pretty quickly. You know, last time I did lose to Hero, though, so I guess it feels good that I overcame someone who was against me before and managed to beat them. He also says, sorry, Hero, I was able to beat you pretty easily because I know your style so well.
그래서 저는 저그전에서 아쉬움이 많이 남았을 것 같습니다. 이원표 선수와 경기를 했는데 자, 1세트부터 이야기를 해볼게요. 박희링 찌르기 나올 줄 모르셨죠?
The first set, did you expect the Roach and Zerglings to come in there and be so effective?
그래서 박희링 찌르기가 왔어요. 그 경기 그런 방식이 나올 거라고 예상을 못 하신 것 같은데 어떠셨어요?
그 만발의 정원 말씀.
Did you expect that build from Curious?
그거 저는 제가 이긴 줄 알았는데. 근데
I actually thought I won that match on Overgrowth.
네.
게임을 져가지고.
I just lost one really important Roach battle, and that was just enough to give him the game. I think my mentality was off after that.
다 잘했는데 한번 힘싸움에서 훅 밀리는 순간 깜짝 놀라셨을 것 같은데 지금은 다시 하면 이길 것 같으세요?
Do you think you're going to be able to be Curious if you guys play again?
그래가지고 제가 되게 싫어하거든요.
No, I actually don't want to play against him anymore. I actually hate mirror matchups. Sometimes one battle just decides the whole matchup.
이제 원희삭 선수를 만나게 됩니다. 프로토스전은 나오세요?
You said, she said you're going to be playing against Party in the round of 8. How do you feel about that? Do you like Protoss players? Because it's Party, I think I have a good chance.
말이라고 생각하고. 잘하긴 하는데.
Because he does these crazy builds, he's a very good player. But he's not as good in macro games as I am.
그러면 원희삭 선수에게 한마디 좀 해주세요. 오늘 영상 편집을
Any comments to Party?
사실 원희삭 선수가 김준호 선수를 기다리고 있었거든요. 엉덩이 때려주시겠다고. 한지원 선수가 올라가게 됐는데 원희삭 선수의 어떻게 미리 이렇게 손년 보고 멋지게 하셔도 좋고요.
제가 이삭 엉덩이 드릴게요.
원희삭 선수 엉덩이 때려주러 올라가겠다. 자,
and I think Party said Party said he's going to spank Hero's bottom right in the round of 8. So now there's a new bottom that must be spanked.
김준호 선수
we can learn from this.
A new bottom that must be spanked.
미안하고 저번에 제가 캐스파컵에서 졌을 때.
Any comments to Hero? He says, I'm sorry I lost you in Caspa Cup, but he said he treated me to some delicious food after, so I'm going to do the same thing to him as a teammate and as a friend.
자, 앞으로 이제 한지원 선수 GSL에서 좋은 성적 거두셨으면 좋겠습니다. 마지막으로 팬분들께 한마디 부탁드립니다.
We hope you get a great records of the GSL in the future. Any final comments to your fans? Says everybody who supported me, thank you so much.
소리가 있는데 거기서 꼭 원표 형 만나면
Next week we got Pro League against SBENU.
If I
meet Curious, I'm going to get my revenge.
자, 오늘 다시 한번 8강 축하드립니다.
A new bottom for Parting to spank our toes. We cast about 4 hours a day when we're down here. We've been doing this for 4 years.
Look,
I've used up all the bottoms I'll ever say in a cast right here, right now.
Parting's hand sometimes gets hurt and sore from spanking so many bottoms, okay?
He does. He spanks a lot of nerds, man. These are our results. Curious and ByuL. A surprise, at least to Artosis and me. Surely not for, surely for many of our viewers as well. Curious getting out first. I think that's the real story here. That's
yeah. I mean,
really
it truly
impressive.
is. It truly is the story here. And as you see, we are almost there to the round of 8, guys. Just 2 more players can advance.
Yep, Group B is going to be on Friday. Same time, same place, 6:30 p.m. Korean Standard Time.
That's right. Don't worry, no more Zergs. There's only Protosses and Terrans in that next group.
So Mario, the last hope for Terran. Tough to say what the finals are going to look like exactly. Really interested in seeing how ByuL partying goes.
Yeah, certainly. And as you see, guys, this is our next day. I am very, very excited for this group. Innovation Reign, SOS Byung. That is
This is
fantastic.
a good way to end the entire round of 16. Great games. Congratulations again to Curious for actually going on to the round of 8. I'm sure a lot of people, maybe even myself and Artosis included, had written him off. We were just too
I certainly wrote
fair
him
weather
off. I
fans.
was like, no, he's going back to Code A. I'm used to this. He doesn't normally
He's kind of
make
like
round of 8.
the really good extra in Star Trek. We're like, okay, well now you're going to die on the planet, and we're going to have the main
He's like
characters
3 or 4
there.
episodes he's in, before he goes.
But this is Game of Thrones. We don't know who's going to die.
I guess so.
Great way for me to leave and end this show. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here. Again, we have one more day of the round of 16, which will be Friday, 6:30 p.m. Korean Standard Time. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you. Good night.